What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support. So guys, in today's video, I want us to watch this video from one of the Jamaican politician. He has come out and revealed the biggest scam in Jamaica. So kindly guys, watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment.
Have you ever asked yourself the question, where did Jamaica's constitution come from? Think about it carefully. In the 1960s, the Jamaican people voted in 1962 to leave the Federation of the Caribbean. They were misled by Bustamante and the JLP that it was in their best interest not to be a part of a federation of Caribbean states. In other words, they rejected a unified Caribbean where all of us would be one country. They rejected that, but they didn't do that out of knowledge and wisdom and understanding. They did that out of ignorance, and they were misled by Bustamante and his party for personal reasons to do that. After that, what do you call it now, decision to leave the Federation, Norman Manley, together with Bustamante, decided to pursue the path of a so-called independent Jamaica. But that was a trick, and I'm going to explain to you how and why. So the people of Jamaica, mistakenly or otherwise, voted to leave the Federation. Okay? They voted to leave the Federation. And these two parties then sat down and decided that they're going to apply for independence on behalf of Jamaica. Let's put it that way. And so they put together a preliminary presentation for the colonial body that was running Jamaica, which is the UK. And their position was, we'd like to be independent and we want to create what we call a constitutional monarchy. I'm sure they didn't think of that by themselves, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt. And so they went to England and they said to the monarchy, we want to be independent, but we want to keep you as our head of state. And we want to keep as many of your way of doing things as possible, including having a partisan system of governance where we'll divide into two tribes and fight each other for scarce benefits and spoils, according to P.J. Patterson. The colonial office sanctioned their plan, of course happily so, because basically we're going to tell the people of Jamaica that you're independent, but you're going to maintain a colonial structure and operate from that. So they came back to Jamaica with a document called the Order in Council from the monarchy of England and said, yeah, we are now independent and we're going to be your two parties, government and opposition, and we have some rules about how we're going to run things pretty much between us, two cousins, Norman and Bustamante, two parties that came from them, having destroyed Marcus Garvey and his political party at the time, which was the first political party in Jamaica and the first People's Party. Yeah, it was a People's Party. And the two colonial parties worked with the plantocracy, that's the PSOJ back in those days, and the media, which is controlled by the PSOJ, of course, and back in those days, the plantocracy. And together with the Crown, they colluded in strategic ways to ensure that they got rid of Marcus Garvey and stopped his political party and prevented Jamaica from having a real government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And they created this fake constitution, an Order in Council, and then they implemented that. But wait a second, did the people of Jamaica ever vote for that constitution? Did the people of Jamaica ever ratify that constitution? I put it to you, and the answer is no. So the Jamaican people have never been asked in a referendum to vote on whether or not they wanted this colonial constitution to govern them or if they want something else. So the people of Jamaica have never ratified, they have never voted for what we now call the Jamaican Constitution. It is a fraud. It is the biggest scam ever committed against the people of Jamaica, and it has lasted now for 62 years. Think about it. And the same two-party that joined the scam in 1944 to give us a fake democracy is the same two parties 18 years later would band together and gave us a fake constitution and a fake independence. Now that is very important, because what it means is that the government of Jamaica is illegitimate. Yeah, those who occupy it, it's illegitimate. The constitution that they're governing us under is illegitimate. It is fraudulent. And the current Constitutional Reform Committee is therefore illegitimate. But worse than that, these two parties have been getting consistently less and less votes at the polls. In fact, in the last local government election, only 30%, in fact less than 30% of the electorate voted for those two parties. That means the majority of Jamaicans have not voted for them, have not participated in the electoral process. The same thing has happened in the general election, where more and more to the last election, 63% of Jamaicans did not participate in the voting process, which means the government only had, believe it or not, 37% of the electorate participating, and the sitting government, the ruling party, only got 21% of that total possible number of votes. So you have a minority government, not just minority, a fraudulent government, because the votes that they got were actually bought. Can you imagine? These two parties, they have full control of the media, because the PSOJ, which funds them, also owns the media. And they use the money from the PSOJ, which was extracted from the Jamaican people in the first place, to buy back the votes of the poor and oppressed Jamaicans to win elections. They do this so that they can keep out other parties, because once the PSOJ controls the bulk of our economy and has the funds to give back to them, and the PSOJ oligarchs only funds them, then you're blocking out any other party from being able to participate under normal circumstances. Any third party have to find a tremendous amount of money from alternate sources in order to compete with them. So the deck is stacked against third parties and fully in favor of the two colonial parties. In fact, the entire constitutional setup is designed to protect the interest of those two parties. The Electoral Commission of Jamaica is set up to protect that bipartisan position of those two parties. So the bottom line is, Jamaica is caught between a rock and a hard place. We're stuck. We are in a monopoly, a political monopoly and economic monopoly that gives the two parties and the elites from the PSOJ oligarchs full dominion and control over Jamaica, even if the people decides not to vote. And we have been doing that. Here's the catch. We need to realize that the Constitution of Jamaica is not the Constitution of Jamaica. It is an order in council from the monarchy of England that has never been ratified by the people of Jamaica, which means it's null and void. That constitution has no say over us, but we have behaved as though it does, and we have followed their court system as though it does. The truth is, we now need to recognize that we have been scammed, that the entire system is fraudulent, and that we the people have to rise up now, like Nani, like Sam Sharp, like Bogle, and take back our country from them, expel them from the seat of power and government, and set up a truly Jamaican constitution, one that will protect the rights and freedoms of Jamaicans, both individually and collectively as a people, from those who are committed to keeping us in one form of slavery or another. Trust me, the time has come for us to open our eyes and see what has been done to us by these two colonial parties. I know you may have been brought up to respect and revere them, but they're actually a part of a massive scam, a deception that has defrauded the people of Jamaica for over 80 years now. From the 1930s, they have been working at it, and they have successfully committed the biggest fraud in the history of Jamaica by getting us to buy into a lie, to accept a constitution that we the people have never voted for, a constitution that is therefore null and void because it was never ratified in a referendum by us. We were never asked whether or not we want this constitution, and now we must reject it fully and vote UIC in the next election.
I hope you have watched that video from one of our Jamaican politicians. He has come out and revealed how Jamaica, they were being scammed with this other political party. For now, I can tell you that we know right now it is political season in Jamaica, and we have this major party, PNP and JLP. So these two parties, they're the biggest party in Jamaica, and both of them, they want to get in government. And for a very long time, for what I can tell you, my Jamaican people, for a very long time, these two parties, they have had a chance to lead in Jamaica, but none of them, they have done better than the other party. So right now, I feel like it is now the right time for Jamaica to try other political parties in Jamaica rather than having these two major political party. For me, what I can tell you right now, I'm not supporting any political party in Jamaica simply because I'm not a politician guy. So I cannot choose, I cannot tell Jamaicans vote for this party, vote for this party. No, for me, I'm just neutral, and also I'm telling you, my Jamaican, what it is happening in their country. I'm just informing for those Jamaicans who they are in diaspora, for those Jamaicans who they are outside of their country, to know what exactly it is happening in their country. And you have heard and you have listened. Jamaicans, they have been given a fake independence, a fake freedom, a fake constitution. But you can go and see the head of state, they are the UK. The Jamaica, the UK, the colonizers, they are still the head of state in Jamaica. This is tell you that Jamaica, it is not yet fully independent. Jamaica, it is not yet a free country. The colonizers, they are still in Jamaica. And this is tell you that these leaders, these politicians, they don't want to get Jamaica out of these colonizers simply because they are following what the colonizers they want. They have become the puppet. They are being controlled by these colonizers because the head of state we have seen and you have heard, it is the UK. This tell you that Jamaicans, they were being given fake freedom. So these are the colonizers. They are still controlling the biggest thing, what it is happening in Jamaica. And that's why when you go and look these two parties, they have not performed better than other parties, simply because these two parties, the PNP and the JPL, these two parties, they have been there for years and they have not changed anything. Up to today, I can see majority of Jamaicans, they were crying. They were saying, no, we need to have a change. This government, it has become a wicked government. And also, they need, this government, it has allowed a lot of foreigners to take over some of the land. The Jamaicans, they have been complaining about the foreigners, about the Chinese coming in and take over Jamaica. Right now, you can see in Jamaica, the big businesses, it is being owned by the Chinese. The big restaurant, it is being owned by the Chinese. This tell you that the Chinese, the foreigners, you know, Jamaica, it is a mixed race country. I cannot say all Chinese, no, because we have Chinese Jamaica and we have the Chinese, the foreigners who are coming now in Jamaica in the name of developing Jamaica, in the name of improving infrastructure in Jamaica. I agree the Chinese, they are good people in terms of improving infrastructure. But sometimes these Chinese, if you are not keen and be very careful, these people, they don't want money. They also want your land. And if they will be able to own your land, these people, they will start inviting more people of them to come in your country, simply because we know the Chinese, there are many in their country. And in their country, they are trying to send them away to go and look for other places to live and to stay and to generate money so that they can be sending their money home. Because I know Chinese, they cannot spend the money in your country. They cannot develop your country with their money that they have earned in your country. The money that they have earned in your country, they will take it back home and build and develop it in their home, but they will not develop in your country. This is why one of the reasons to why the Chinese, they are taking advantage of some black countries. And if you are not be very careful, these people, they will slowly take over your country. And that's why some of the people, they have been saying, oh, Chinese, it is being the Jamaica, it is now becoming a Chinese colonial. The Chinese, they are going to colonize Jamaica, simply because majority of Jamaicans, they have seen we have a lot of Chinese, and the Chinese, they are controlling. They have some big businesses. They are controlling some big things. What is happening in Jamaica? You can see the Chinese, they are importing so many things out of in China to come in Jamaica. So this tell you that Jamaica government, it has allowed the Chinese to dominate in their country, and that's why majority of Jamaicans, they are complaining about Chinese taking over their country. And that's why I bring this video to you, my Jamaican family, to tell you that right now, I know it is a political season. You want to choose a leader who is born and raised in Jamaica. And I want to tell you that choose a leader who has one citizenship. Choose a leader who is born and raised in Jamaica. Don't choose a leader who is not born and raised in Jamaica. Don't choose a leader who has dual citizenship, because some of the Jamaicans leaders, they have dual citizenship, and that's why they involve into corruption, where they are stealing money from Jamaica. They are going and invest it in their other citizenship which they have. So this will tell you that these leaders, they are just using Jamaica to generate money while they are going and invest it in their country. You can see their family, it is not in Jamaica. Their family, it is in the UK, in Europe, so in United States. So this tell you that the politicians, they are now plundering Jamaica. They are now milking Jamaica. They are now involving in corruption so that they can see Jamaica going down. And also they have allowed foreigners to come in and take over Jamaica because they know they have dual citizenship. And Jamaicans need to change that. We need to see leaders who have one dual citizenship. We don't want leader who has dual citizenship. And also, Jamaicans, you need to pray to God so that He can give you a good leader. You can choose a good leader, a leader who will work according to the will of the people, a leader who will get you out of this fake freedom, this fake independence. You have seen what these two parties, they have done in so many years. They have not yet changed anything. There is no any other party which has done better than the other party. These two parties, they know what they are doing. It is like here in Africa, the politicians, they always come with sweet word during a campaign. They come with sweet word. After you have given them that seat, you will not see them. They will come at the end of their term so that they can also beg you to give them another chance. That's how these people, they operate. But we as black people right now, I told you that revolution, it has started. Revolution, it has started. We as black people, we as the black people in the Caribbean, the black people here in Africa, we are now choosing the leader who knows what exactly he is doing. So kindly guys, I don't want to talk too much. You can help me by like this video. When you like this video, it will reach to a lot of people. And also, you can share it with your brother and your sister. And also, you need to choose a party which has a leader who is born and raised in Jamaica. I'm not saying you vote for PNP, JPL, UIC. No, you just choose a leader who is born and raised in Jamaica, a leader who knows exactly what he's doing. This video, I know some of you might say that, Dash, you want us to vote for UIC because the video that you have seen is a leader and also is vying for a prime minister seat in Jamaica, and he also come from a party, it is called UIC. So you can also go check his manifesto or what he is planning. If you will get a Jamaican seat, you can go and see. But for me, I'm telling you that I'm not supporting any political party. It is whereby if I see anything which makes my Jamaican people to open their mind I will bring it to you. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like, share and also comment.